Hi guys, I'm Catch Queen, and today I would like to talk to you about essentially why I love ladies professional wrestling. Those of you who know me probably know that I'm the craziest fan ever, and I would also like to tell you about the top 5 favorite professional lady wrestlers of mine. Well, first of all, how come that people like professional wrestling at all? After all, it's stupid, it's fake, right? I mean, that's what people usually say all over the internet in the comment section of some of the best ladies wrestling YouTube videos too. Well, fake, I don't know about fake. It's not fake at all. The truth is that it's not any faker than, say, your favorite movie, right? I mean, it's staged, okay, but it's not fake. And the injuries are very real, and the ladies will tell you that. Why is it, however, that only a certain category of people ever seems to appreciate professional wrestling? Is it social status? No. It's essentially only those who are able to see the magic of this ballet with violence, as Jesse Ventura once so eloquently put it. There is a certain magic to professional wrestling in general and to ladies professional wrestling in particular, and that is a risk-free violence. Essentially, that's what it resumes to me. That's what it comes down to me. I like to see hot female warriors toss each other back and forth in the ring, obviously. Probably everybody does. But the truth is that I do not like to see people, and especially women, get hurt. And professional wrestling kind of carries a sort of guarantee that nobody is going to end up hurt. And at the end of that bout, back in the dressing rooms, everybody's going to be okay about the predetermined result of the match. The truth is that this sort of violence is pretty much the only sort that I can stomach. I wouldn't want to see a female wrestler bludgeoned into a bloody mess. I mean, that is something that I just don't think I could ever stomach. And but professional wrestling creates a sort of spectacular violence. It glorifies violence, but in a harmless sort of way. So essentially, at the end of the day, you're entertained, you have your fun, and you go home knowing that nobody got hurt in front of your eyes that day. Okay, so regarding my top 5 list of favorite professional female wrestlers, the truth is that I had quite a tough time compiling this list because there are just so many women out there whose work in the realm of professional wrestling I truly appreciate in several ways. Indeed, at my website, which you have the link to in the description, you will see that I have an exhaustive Hall of Fame where I have included countless names, each and every one of them obviously deserving of the honor. So in 5th place I have Reggie Bennett, one of the physically most gifted professional wrestlers, male or female, ever to step into a square circle. Reggie Bennett was the true representative of the powerhouse wrestler in women's professional wrestling. She could woman handle just about anyone out there, and as an impressionable youth, I was obviously impressed by her physical assets and by her physical superiority in comparison to the other ladies that she went up against. In 4th place, I'm going to have to mention Maléa Hosaka. Maléa Hosaka has a special place in my heart because she was essentially the one who got me hooked on ladies professional wrestling. That was because it was her match against Akira Hokuto, if I'm not mistaken, that was the first women's wrestling bout that I ever saw in my life. And it was on WCW, and I was left impressed and hooked forever with the way Maléa Hosaka handled herself both in and out of the ring. And obviously I followed her career since, and she has never let me down in any respect. She is still, I mean, was like until 2 or 3 weeks ago, the Shine Tag Team Champions. So her career is still in full swing, and she is still a wrestler to keep an eye on. In third place, I have Pippa Lewin, who is the modern representative of the classic British ladies professional wrestling scene. Pippa and her troupe of lady wrestlers are indeed responsible for the creation of a high number of quality ladies wrestling videos to this day, and the type of wrestling that they're pushing essentially is the one that's rather close to my heart, as I am sort of fond of the ladies of the classic British ladies wrestling scene. In second place, I have Crystal White. Crystal White is one of my personal favorites for several reasons. First of all, she is physically as close to perfection as one could possibly get. She's a fitness maniac, and it obviously shows. And the way she moves in the ring is rather peerless as well. I'm always impressed by her moves, and especially by how she sells the clothesline. I have had the pleasure of chatting with her online on Facebook, and she seemed like a very outgoing, very open-minded person who's a bit freaky, which is a bit, maybe quite a bit, and for that reason, I obviously like her even more. At the top of my pops, I have Magnificent Mimi. A television actress and a successful professional wrestler, Magnificent Mimi was the embodiment of physical perfection in the golden age of ladies professional wrestling, or in at least what I consider to be its golden age, which is essentially the period from the mid-80s onto the early 90s, when she wrestled for the LPWA and for a number of other organizations, including some Japanese ones. Magnificent Mimi has always had a down-to-earth look to her, and she was always the sort of character that a young kid could always look up to. She was cocky in the ring, all right, but obviously that was her in-ring persona and character, but that was something that for some reason really appealed to me back in those days, and Mimi has remained one of my top personal favorite since.